So we are going to hold an intention for immediate divine healing for everyone that we know and everyone that we're connected to. And we're going to start by breathing together 3 times. And then I will read the intention at the beginning. And I invite you to just let your imagination run wild on all the fun ways that you can see it as being real. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do for the first time ever, I'm just going to try this. Feel free to do it if you want to, but you don't have to. I'm going to hold my left hand with my right hand. And on my hand, I'm going to trace an infinity symbol 8 times. And then I'm going to just hold the middle of the infinity symbol, the heart of the symbol, and really anchor in the love and the divine connection. So I will hold that for that 3-minute segment, and then I'll read the intention a second time. You pull the imagination down into your heart and surround this new reality with love. And then I'm going to do my infinity thing again. And 3.5 minutes later, I'll read the intention for the last time. And that's when you gently send it out so that whoever wants to receive it is ready to receive it. And I will do the infinity thing one more time. So it's a grand experiment. We'll see how it all works, but this is going to be fun. I love playing with you guys. Okay, so let's breathe together 3 times. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In love and light, we hold the intention that we relax and align with divine energy for immediate, complete, and permanent healing in all ways for ourselves and for all others. In love and light, we hold the intention that we relax and align with divine energy for immediate, complete, and permanent healing in all ways for ourselves and others. In love and light, we hold the intention that we relax and align with divine energy for immediate, complete, and permanent healing in all ways for ourselves and all others. We give thanks, and so it is. Whew, that was very interesting. Very interesting. All right, Todd, I know you aren't visible, but could you unmute and share what your experience was like?
Yes, I'll work on becoming visible a little later. Okay. Well, there were kind of two main things. One that's just really, yeah, better than a Dawson Church tapping session. I'm very relaxed and very much appreciating that. I do watch a lot of esoteric stuff, and sometimes you hear about what others, those outside, those waiting to swoop in and help us, think. One of the things that they mentioned is they need to calm down. And just to see this, and the whole thing is just beautiful. This intention I'll be reading all week just to calm myself down. And the other
Beautiful.
is that the other thing that parts of this group say are happy earth shift positively now. That's sort of an intention that they say in general. This works so much in terms of that. Anyway, I'm just blown away by the beauty. Thank you.
That's so cool, Todd. And thank you for bringing all that in because I had something similar happen to me. So that's really cool. All right. And Robin, we can't see you either, but we'd love to hear what your experience was like.
Okay, so the first thing that came up was like the tree of life and lots of birds, just lots and lots of birds. And of course, a few robins and all kinds of doves and blackbirds, bluebirds, all of them. So I felt like that was all of the people making friends and being with other people at a beautiful setting of nature. And then I've been doing this 100-day challenge of heart coherence meditations, and I couldn't help this from happening. So when we got down to the heart part, the second one, I did the infinity sign on my heart and then pressed in my heart, and I got this massive flow, and I'm getting it right now, massive flow of energy throughout my whole body. Like right now it's tingling from head to toe. It's that Reiki energy or source energy or whatever. And so all I did was just let the energy flow out of my heart and into my house, and then the city, and then the country, and then the world, and then the universe. And it was just, I couldn't, that's the rest of what it was. And it's still doing it. So
That is so beautiful. This felt really high energy for me. So
yeah.
thank you for doing the infinity symbol over your heart. I was doing my hand and I got some incredible stuff. So over your heart, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's
Sure.
really cool. Catherine, would you like to unmute and share what your experience was like?
Sure. Mine was a little interrupted, but still just finding how to center in the place of chaos is good. I actually kept doing the infinity sign. I did it 8 times and then I thought, no, actually it feels empty now that I'm not doing it. So I just kept doing it. So the first one, it was just, I think people have got really good things. I didn't really get anything other than just good energy coming in, and especially coming in through this particular group. And then going out to those who are usually here and just giving them a real like infusion of really good energy. And then from there and the wider group that's not particularly here, going out further again. And then the third one was, and it was just a really nice relaxed vibe, which was really nice. Good suggestion. And yeah, and then so the third one, it went out, but with this particularly relaxed vibe in the context of all the other stuff. Then it just, that is what welcomed, and then people were welcoming what they longed for. It was so much bigger than the words, but it was really lovely.
No, I totally get what you're saying, because words are so inadequate, but we do our best to try to frame what the experience is. And yeah, it's pretty miraculous what happens. Thank you for sharing that, Catherine.
That's a good one. Thank you.
Tana, what was your experience like?
I had this vision of, it's almost like an old dusty Western town, which I'm not into Westerns at all. But you know what's funny? Everett was, so that's interesting. Maybe he's working through me. And there was this rain. It was this magical healing rain. And people, kind of like my vision before, everyone was dressed in white, which is weird. You know, the same kind of just plain white outfit. And they were all coming out like, oh, what's this? And anybody who wanted healing could come out into the magical healing rain. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, and dancing around in the rain. And then what was interesting is that went on a little bit as we moved into the heart. Because of the healing rain, people were getting healed. And it was also going into the earth. And then it turned into green, lush, because usually my visions are in a field or a meadow with that tree. But this was the dusty town that suddenly got all green. And then everybody was walking around in the grass, and there was this energy almost coming upward, like the earth saying, I've got you. I'm healing you. Oh my God, we never see your cat.
I know. This is Tickety Boo. She's a sweetie pie. Yes, Tickety Boo. She's adorable and noisy. So
I love it. I love it. I just had to comment, but
Yeah.
anyway, so it was like coming out into the healing rain, anybody who wanted the healing or needed the healing, and then everything turned green and lush. And then that, not only the rain coming down, but the earth energy coming up and holding everybody in this healing energy. I mean, it was just really all encompassing and really beautiful. And it was relaxing. I'm glad you put relaxing in there, because everyone was like, oh, breathing this sigh of relief, like, oh, okay. We're healing. We can just
Yeah.
receive the healing. We can open to welcome the healing. So yeah, it was really nice.
That's brilliant, Tana. Thank you so much for bringing that in. I love that concept of the rain and the earth coming up. So you get the hug, you get a big hug, both sides. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Angela, what about you? What was your experience like?
With the outside, can you hear me without the?
Yeah. we can
Okay,
hear you.
so let's see. The first part, I often get this just image of expansive dark space, and just, I guess that's infinite divine. I don't know.
Mhm.
And then, so the first part was just that, just empty, quiet, still, nothing. And then the second part was a big field, and many people who wanted to be healed or just be part of the healing were sitting on the ground all around, kind of like I've never been to Woodstock, but maybe that kind. Well, I don't know. I mean, there was nothing crazy going on. It was just very quiet and peaceful. And recently I've been looking into this thing called EE system. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. Yes. Okay.
Sean
So,
just sent me something about it.
So yeah, so there's one of the EE systems that's like a big one, is a whole room, and it's these monitors. So you would be sitting in the middle of the room, or there would be many beds in the middle of the room, and then there would be these monitors all the way around the room. So I had this like sense of these EE systems all the way around all of the people sitting in the field, and just a very peaceful, and yeah, just absorbing that. So yeah.
That's so beautiful. That's really cool. Thanks for bringing that in. Because yeah, the energy is there to heal us, and all we have to do is welcome it in. So yeah, there's some themes going on here. Peggy, what about you? What was your experience like? Could you unmute real quick?
Well, I focused intentionally looking at my son Andy and his wife Anne, who are generally extremely healthy, and then let visions of the other people I know that are undergoing various challenges physically, mentally, emotionally, and let those float in. And felt a lot of love. And in the last segment, I could see this big infinity symbol with flashing golden lights all over it. So it's just going continually. So that was fun. So not a lot of visuals today.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I didn't get quite as many visuals as I usually get either, but I felt infinite love and blessings are present as soon as I read the first intention, and immediate rejuvenation of all cells. It was just like, done. And I heard everyone saying, I am now healed. I am vibrantly healthy, and feeling a deep sense of gratitude that they are acknowledging this new truth, and just feeling so grateful for this immediate healing and that they are vibrantly healthy. And I saw a stadium of light that was filled with angels, and they were adding all their energy to everything that we were doing. And I heard very loudly, heart coherence creates body coherence. Heart coherence creates body coherence. And we were creating this heart coherence in doing this intention. And
Wow.
I felt
That's fabulous. Fabulous, Elaine.
Yeah, I felt infinite unification where all of humanity was united, and we were all united with the divine. It was all one, infinite unification and infinite connection. Like we just really get each other, and we support each other automatically. And infinite healing energy was a part of that. And then it broadened out. And not only were all humans and animals healed on the planet itself was healed from all of the bad weather and all of the terrible things that we've done to the earth and to each other. All of that was healed. And all throughout the entire experience, I felt this deep sense of tranquility and peace and just infinite love. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. And waves going through me the whole time. And no wonder my cat came downstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
They're attracted to the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, that's what a lot of what you were saying was what I was doing too, and the heart coherence thing
Yeah.
and that those waves of energy. That's really weird and awesome.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be fun to try this infinity thing because a friend, I interviewed her for my podcast today and she did that as a little tip. She's like, before you have a conversation with somebody, do the infinity symbol and then hold in the middle because that's the heart and you're connecting your heart to theirs. And I'm like, that's really cool. And not only do I want to connect to your hearts and the hearts of everyone we know and everyone we don't know, I want to connect to the heart of the divine. I want that infinity to be connected with the divine at the same time. So I thought it would be an interesting experiment and I felt something. So
Very cool.
excellent. Well, thank you all so much for being here and for participating. And I can't wait to hear about how wonderful things go for you this week. I'm sure you're going to experience some big differences.
Yeah, thank you, Elaine.
Of course.
Thank you
Elaine,
so
yes, thank you.
much. So
Have a
much.
great week. Love you all.
too.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Much love.